This is an exclusive story for the members of my club. So if you're not a member, you can join by clicking that link in the description or by going to the channel. So now let's get into this. It was another day at the cottage for Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They were getting ready to go out for the day. They had been invited over by their friend, Pengu, to have dinner at his place. Pengu lived a little bit far away, so it was gonna be a good hike to get to his house. After grabbing their things, the family of bears walked out of the front door and began their journey. Mama Bear closed the door behind them and locked it, making sure they were safe from any danger while they were gone. The three bears waved goodbye to their house and started walking down the path. As they walked, they chatted about what they were going to eat for dinner. Baby Bear was really excited because Pengu always made delicious food. He loved the way Pengu cooked fish. It was so yummy. Papa Bear agreed. Pengu was one of the best cooks around. He knew just how to make any meal taste wonderful. As they walked, Baby Bear started to get tired. The hike to Pengu's house was a long one, and he was still pretty little. Papa Bear noticed his son getting tired and asked, "Do you need a break, son?" "Yes, please," said Baby Bear. So Papa Bear scooped him up and put him on his back. They continued on until they came across a stream. They had to cross the stream to get to the other side, and Papa Bear carefully stepped into the water with Baby Bear still on his back. Mama Bear followed close behind her husband, and together they made it to the other side without getting too wet. On the other side of the stream was a nice patch of grass with some trees nearby. Papa Bear set Baby Bear down and told him to take a break while he and Mama Bear went to look for some berries. "Okay," said Baby Bear. He sat down under the trees and took out his teddy bear, Mr. Grumbles. He hugged Mr. Grumbles and started to feel a lot better. While Baby Bear was taking a break, Mama Bear and Papa Bear were looking for berries. They didn't want to go too far away from Baby Bear, so they just stayed close by. They found a small patch of wild blueberries and started picking them. Baby Bear was having fun playing with Mr. Grumbles, but he started to get bored. He looked around and saw a small puddle nearby. He got an idea. He took off his shoes and socks and waded into the water. He splashed around in the puddle and had a great time. Mama Bear and Papa Bear finished picking berries and were about to go back to where Baby Bear was when they heard him laughing. They turned around and saw him splashing in the puddle. "Oh, Baby Bear, don't go too far into the water," called out Mama Bear. "It's getting late and we need to get home soon." Baby Bear heard his mother's voice and stopped playing. He looked around and realized that he was all alone. His parents were nowhere to be seen. "Mama, Papa, where are you?" he called out, but there was no answer. Baby Bear was scared. He wanted to go home, but he didn't know how. He started to cry. "I want my teddy bear, Mr. Grumbles," he said. He hugged his teddy bear tightly as he cried. Suddenly, a wolf appeared in front of Baby Bear. "Why are you crying?" he asked. Baby Bear was even more scared when he saw the wolf. I lost my parents," stuttered Baby Bear. I couldn't find them anywhere." The wolf felt sorry for the little bear. "Don't worry," he said. "I'll help you find your parents." The wolf wasn't actually a bad guy. He just looked scary. In fact, he was really nice. He was a vegetarian and didn't like to scare anyone. "Thank you," said Baby Bear. He wiped away his tears and stood up. "Let's go find my parents." The wolf nodded and walked ahead of Baby Bear. Together they started to look for his parents. They walked for a while without finding anyone. Baby Bear was starting to lose hope. Just then, the wolf stopped and sniffed the air. "Do you smell that?" he asked. "I smell Mama Bear and Papa Bear." Baby Bear's face lit up. "Really?" he asked. "Yes," said the wolf. "Follow me." The wolf led Baby Bear through the trees and soon they heard voices. It was Papa Bear and Mama Bear. They were calling out for Baby Bear. "I found him," yelled the wolf. "He's right here." Papa Bear and Mama Bear came running over. They were so relieved to see their son. "Oh, baby bear, we were so worried about you," said Mama Bear. She gave him a big hug. Papa Bear was also very happy to have his son back. He ruffled baby bear's fur and said, "Let's go home now." The family of bears started to walk home. Baby bear was in between his parents. He felt safe and loved. The wolf walked beside them. He was happy that he was able to help. "Thank you for helping me find my parents," said baby bear to the wolf. "You're welcome," replied the wolf. "I was happy to help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go." The wolf turned around and walked away. The family of bears continued on. They didn't walk as fast as they did before. They wanted to take their time and enjoy the beautiful day. They walked hand in paw, talking and laughing. Soon they were home. They had only been gone for a short time, but it felt like hours. They unlocked the door and walked inside. It was so good to be home. Baby Bear went to his room and put away his teddy bear. He was glad that he had Mr. Grumbles to comfort him when he was scared. He snuggled into his bed and closed his eyes. Meanwhile, Mama Bear and Papa Bear were in the kitchen. They were making dinner. It was so good to be home. They had missed their cozy cottage. After dinner, the family of bears got ready for bed. Baby Bear snuggled into his bed between his parents. He felt so loved and safe. He knew that no matter what happened, his parents would always be there for him. As Baby Bear drifted off to sleep, he thought about the day's adventures. He had learned that even when he was scared, he was never alone. His parents and even a friendly wolf would always be there to help. The next morning, the sun shone through the windows. It was a new day, and the bears were ready for a new adventure. They got out of bed and started their day. And that's the end of today's story. If you like this story, please leave a like and comment. And if you love our stories, please consider becoming a member. We release new stories every week, and members get to watch early. Thanks for listening. Bye. Bye, Franny Tots TV.